Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you 20 baby names that I love but will not be using. If you're new here, my name is Anna. I'm a mom of 2 little boys, and on this channel I share videos about lifestyle, motherhood, and I try to be positive and encouraging as well. So today I wanted to make this video about the baby names that I love but will not be using. I'm going to be sharing with you 10 baby girl names and 10 baby boy names. We have our 2 little boys. Our firstborn is named Caleb Isai, and our second is Aaron Isaac. We kind of have lots of requirements when it comes to names. I grew up in Mexico and my husband is from Mexico, so we have lots of friends and family there and we go to visit often. So we wanted names that everyone would be able to pronounce easily, both here in the United States and in Mexico. Also, we really love names that come from the Bible, and also if the name has a good meaning, that's also important to us. If we loved a name enough, then we probably would just use it anyway, but we usually love it even more if it does fit into those categories. So I have my list here. I am going to be sharing the meaning of each of these names with you as well. I found the meaning of these names in an app, so you could always double check to make sure that these are correct, but this is what the app said. So I'm going to start with the baby girl names. We don't have a girl, but I would love to have a girl someday, and baby girl names are exciting for me. So the first name for a baby girl is Layla. I really like this name. It's feminine and pretty, and the meaning is dark beauty. I don't think we would use the name Layla because in Spanish it's Laila. So that sounds almost like a different name in English. Most of these names, I like the way they sound better in one of the languages, but in the other I don't like it as much, and so that happens a lot for me. The second name is Alea, and it means joyful. I love the meaning joyful, and I could definitely imagine a happy little girl named Alea. Also for Alea, I think in Spanish it would be like Alaya. So I don't know, I like it better how it sounds in English, and we've just always found, I guess, names that we would like even more than these, and that's why these are on this list. The third name is Abigail, and it means father and rejoicing, and it's also a biblical name, so it's always kind of close to my heart. We actually considered this name a lot when I was pregnant with our first son. We didn't find out that he was a boy until after he was born, so we were considering the name Abigail for him, but I don't know, for some reason it never convinced us 100%, especially my husband. And then his brother had a baby months later, and it was a girl, and they gave her the middle name Abigail. So we probably wouldn't use that name because someone so close in our family has that name, and like I said, it just never convinced us like 100%. Number 4 is Julia. I really love the way this name sounds, especially in English. It means down, bearded youth. So I didn't feel like the meaning of it was like as special as some of the other names. In Spanish, it's Julia, and my husband actually has an aunt with this name. And I also do like that you could use the nickname Julie because I think that's really cute. Number 5 is Avia, and this is one of my favorite names. The meaning is beautiful though. It's God is my father, and so I think that this name is probably always going to be one of my favorites, but I don't really like the way it sounds in Spanish because it's Avia. I don't think we will end up ever using this name because it also wasn't one of my husband's favorites. Number 6 is Rebecca. Rebecca means to tie. And I always have liked this name. It's my little sister's middle name. Again, this is one that my husband didn't love, so probably because of that we wouldn't end up using it, but I mean, you never know, maybe one day I'll convince him. Number 7 is Dana, and it means arbiter. I like the name Dana, but I feel like it may be like too close to my name because my name is Anna, so it's just adding a D. So probably because of that, I doubt we would use it. Number 9 is Eliana, and it means the Lord has responded. Again, it ends in something really similar to Anna, even though you pronounce it Anna. Actually, one of my YouTube mommy friends just had her baby girl and named her Eliana. I'll leave a card to their channel right here. It's called H3O Family. They're such a precious family. She also has a Spanish-speaking husband and they have 2 little girls. Their second little girl was just born. So head over to their channel if you want to check it out. She doesn't know that I'm going to mention her in this video, but she's one of my favorite channels here on YouTube and she's my friend as well. So I wanted to mention her especially because I thought of her when I saw this name. Number 9 is Elise, and it means my God is a vow. To me, this name just sounds so pretty, and I just imagine like a little girl with like brown curly hair for some reason. And the number 10 name is Ariel. For a girl, I would love to spell it this way. It means Lion of God, but I also love this name for a boy, but with the typical spelling of Ariel. My husband didn't like it because he said that he always would think of like the Little Mermaid and he sees it more as a girl's name, but I really love the name Ariel for a boy. Number 2 is Jacob. It means supplanter or held by the heel. If you know the story in the Bible, it makes total sense what the meaning is. I love the name Jacob. I know that my sister really loves this name too, and she might name a baby boy if she ever has one by this name. So probably because of that, I wouldn't use it. The next boy name is Adriel. It means followers of God or God's flock. And this is a name that I've liked since before I was even pregnant with my first son. And I like it even better in Spanish. It's Adriel. My husband doesn't really like this name though because he says that it sounds too feminine to him. Next is the name Daniel. The meaning is God is my judge. And Daniel is just like a classic good name that I feel like never goes out of style, but it sounds really good. And I actually have a little brother named Daniel, so we probably wouldn't use this for a first name, but maybe for a middle name. Next is the name Benjamin, and we were super close to naming our second son Benjamin Isaac. My husband's name is Benito, but we call him Benny. So Benjamin and Benny were going to be like pretty similar, but it's still a name that I love. I don't know that we'll ever use it, but it also makes me think of another friend that I have here on YouTube. Her name is Crystal. I'll leave her channel linked right here. And she has a little boy named Benjamin, and he's like the cutest little boy. And I also have a cousin named Benjamin. I also like just the nickname Ben. And I think that it's a good name for little boys all the way up to like grown men. The next name is Josiah, and it means the Lord saves. And I feel like this is a really pretty name, like again, like a classic name, but it also sounds modern at the same time. The problem with this name for me is that it's not the same in English and Spanish. In Spanish, I think it would be like Josias maybe, but you don't even spell it the same, so that makes it kind of harder for us to use it. And another name that's kind of similar is Joshua. It means God rescues, and it's another really good solid name for a boy. Again, in Spanish it's different. In Spanish it's Josue, so we always prefer when you can spell it the same in English and Spanish, even if the pronunciation's a little bit different. Number 8 is Jonathan. It means God has given or gift of God. I always like these meanings that have something to do with like God saving you, God's love for you, God choosing you, things like that. I feel like it puts a good foundation for a child to like find meaning in their name when you tell them what it meant to you and why you named them that. And as you can tell, most of the names that I like for boys are kind of like the classic names. Number 9 is Nathaniel. Or I even like better just Nathan. Nathaniel means gift of God. This is another name that I really liked, but my husband didn't like it as much as me. So we ended up not choosing that one. And the last boy name that I have on this list is Noah. It means rest and comfort. I've actually been seeing lately lots of little boys named Noah. So maybe this name is becoming more popular. But again, it's just a classic boy name, like a nice, solid, simple, but good name. And again, it's different in English than in Spanish. In Spanish, it's Noé, and it's spelled differently. And so that's why we didn't use it. So that's all for my list of the 20 names that I love but will not be using. I hope that you enjoyed hearing these baby names. I always love videos about baby names, even if I'm not pregnant or not planning to have another kid right now. But it's always fun to look through names, and when I find one that I really like, sometimes I'll write it down and save it if I ever need it. So I hope that you enjoyed this. I'm actually thinking of maybe starting a whole series on baby names. So there may be more videos like this soon to come. If that's something you'd like to see, make sure to let me know in the comments. If you did like this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe below if you'd like to see more videos from me. Thanks for watching. See you next time.